Hello. Hey Sarah, how are you doing? Did you get to go home? I'm doing okay. Just wishing on some stars. Yeah, I got home yesterday just before noon. Nice. Hey Danielle. Hey Winchester. I haven't found Celeste. There's shooting stars, but no Celeste. Well, what's the prognosis, Sarah? Is he gonna have to go back to... Wish you had Bitcoin. That's super random. I think Dream Valley is better. Okay, I think this is better. To each their own. What's up, Mario? Been having some fun with this game and some video editing. Nice. Haven't had a chance to play in a couple days. Love your gaming set. Thank you. I just thought we were... Okay, wishing upon a star game. No, the island will forever show up with fossils. Mario, I just messaged you in Discord also. Artwork only comes from Red, but he has a lot of fake stuff. So you have to make sure what you're buying is real. Yeah, that's true. They do make great money if you assess them first, especially. So, literally one fossil away from finishing that part. Ugh, it's always so hard to find that last one. It was the same for me. I was missing one for like the longest. Alexis. I don't even know if she's in the stream. There you are. Make sure you wish on the stars, Alexis. Get you some star fragments tomorrow. Oh, also, if you use the pipe, Phoebe is crafting like some sort of flower crown of some sort. How'd she get that hairstyle? I don't know. Right now, my visiting is only open to subscribers and my moderators. I have a big visiting day on Saturday that's going to be open up to the general public. But since I had shooting stars on my island, I thought it would be nice to let my subscribers come. Oh, that one's from Harv's Island? Okay. Well, of course, now that somebody came, the shooting stars seem to have stopped for a moment. Figures. Only a few more days until the snow is gone. I come if I have this game. Well, thanks for hanging out. How are you, Jesse? I'll bring some oranges if anyone wants. You don't have to bring anything. I've got a ton of oranges. Unless you just want to bring them. I have so much stuff. Please come take my things. I usually need to go through here and like clear some stuff out anyway. The code is only for subscribers. It's posted in my Discord in the sub chat. Oh my god, look at all this food. Oh, there's so much stuff in here. So when you wish on a shooting star, drop some of my extras too. Thank you. You have to, no tools in your hand. Your hands need to be empty. I know the snow is going to be gone in just a few days. I'm very excited about it. So when your hands, some hair or something, when your hands are empty, you tilt your camera so you can see the sky. When the shooting stars shoot across, you press A, and your character will kind of go like this, like they're wishing on a star. And so the next morning, you have to go pick up star fragments on your island. Gooseland. And then you pick up the fragments on your beach. They'll wash up, but you can only make like 20 wishes. I think 20 is the maximum star fragments you can get the next morning. But in the house most part of the day, it's been snowing. That sounds cozy. Oh, you'll be fine. Just take a stack of everything you need. So Harv's Island unlocks once you have done his little like tutorial. And then when you hit a 3-star island, he'll send you a letter in the mail about opening up a collective. And that should open up the back part. Bob and Lily. I like Carlos. He's my favorite. Yeah, you want to tilt your camera up like this. And then when they shoot across, you can wish on them. There's a code for subscribers. There it is. Make a wish. It's just that simple. Oh man, the stars are popping, y'all. Alexis and Mario. You can't move resident services. That's like the one island, the one you can't, the only one you can't move. But you go talk to Tom Nook about moving, everything else. Hi. Hey, Colby. There it was. Caught it. Just from ACHS is still working on the stuff to build the shop. Hey, Mayor Bear. My weekend work has been good so far. I know. I knew there was going to be shooting stars tonight because Isabel announced it. So that's the only reason we're doing a night stream of Animal Crossing. I've been playing Hogwarts today, and it's so good. So otherwise, we would be streaming Hogwarts. So once you pick up the star fragments, There you go, making those wishes. There's a whole bunch of star DIY recipes you can get. Way down here through all my recipes, there they were. So each star sign has its own special recipe, and you need like star sign specific fragments as well as regular star fragments to make these items. But then there are general, like the little star purse and then the flooring and then this other star stuff. So there's a lot of star things. We're getting freezing rain tomorrow. Yeah, charge that Switch. I'm pretty sure there's a storage shed in there somewhere, Mario. I'm gonna let you look. Daisy, I'll come back after we get okay. The full moon DIY. I wish Celeste was here. Like, I looked everywhere for her before I closed the fence off. And I can't find her anywhere. Island is open to subscribers. I'm doing a big opening on Saturday, but I did a special opening tonight since I have shooting stars, but just did it for my subs. Take my extra ant farm out. You know, that blue one looks bigger. So I have a Discord for myself. It's not strictly Animal Crossing focused, but there is a spot to share your Switch code so you can visit people's islands. And a lot of people open their islands up or they'll bring you stuff if you want it, depending on what you're looking for. So it's a nice little group. Like, I do stream other things, so it's definitely not Animal Crossing centric. But it's linked to my profile if you want to go join it to add Switch codes and stuff. A Moroccan footrest. I don't know. Wish for a Sky City, like Skyward Sword. It's a very laid-back server. Like, it's not super chatty, and I try not to @ everybody. The only time you'll get, like, @ everybody notifications is when I go live, if you choose to have your notifications on. I try really hard not to, like, blow everybody's shit up, so... Skyward Sword City, yes. Can I come to your island right now? Subscribers can come to my island right now. Moroccan item showed up on Happy Homes first for me. Interesting. Was there a storage shed? I bet that was it right there. Somebody asked how Saturday will work. So I'll kind of do similar to what I did tonight. I opened my island up before I went live. I'll post it for my subs first because there's a website called Turnip Exchange that I go through to let people get in line to come to the island. That's the only kind of fair way I can do it. So I have a pinned video on my TikTok of kind of how Turnip Exchange works, so you can go check it out before Saturday if you're interested in coming to the island. So subs go first, and then people in the Discord go after that, and then after they get a chance to get in line, I'll go live, and if you can get in line, I usually only leave it at 35 people, and then close it off, let some people go through. Sometimes I'll reopen it, and 35 does not sound like a lot, but it takes like hours to get through everybody. So that's kind of the gist of it. I also post all my old streams to YouTube, so if you want to see how it works, I usually title it ACNH Visiting Day, so you can go check that out if you just kind of want to get like a feel for how the day goes. Winchester, I'm fixing you right now. One moment, please. Okay, it should be updated. Is there a cap on the number of stars? Yes, I think it's 20, but they don't all wash up at once. So even if you like open your game up the next morning, you make a run of your beach, like they could very well wash up a little bit later too. I say wash up just because they look like they've washed up on the shore to me. I don't know. So I'm pretty sure I've hit my max already. Just subscribe. How do you get the code? Go to my Discord link and message me there. Or if you're already in the Discord, just go ahead and message me and I will add you into the sub channel there because the code's posted there already. Yes. I have to go through Discord because I can't have my like TikTok DMs up while I'm streaming to TikTok. It's a whole thing. Yeah. Is that you that just joined Patience 4902? All right. There we go. Okay, I added you, so you should be able to see the TikTok subs channel right here. I do have a few assessed fossils already that I was going to leave out. Usually I leave them unassessed, but I think I had to get them assessed for like Nook Miles or something, so... Hi, Jay. Welcome. That mustache is awesome. It's a boss mustache. Are you organizing? It's always kind of organized like this. I'm just putting out extra stuff, and my subscribers are coming over to wish on stars and get stuff. Storage shed? I don't think I have any more storage sheds. I think I just had the one laying out there. Do you want me to craft one for you? Did you bring crafting materials? Oh, unless you're gifting a storage shed, then I don't know. Whoops. There we go. Someone take that monkey back to their island. Not that you can do that, I'm just saying. Gifting them. Okay, cool. No worries. I was like, crap, I forgot. I can craft y'all some. I forgot to tell y'all if y'all need me to. You brought 3. Oh my gosh. Holy cow. I'm finna come over. Yeah, come on over. just gonna leave that as it is. If I run out of stuff, y'all let me know. I'll just bring more stuff out for you. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, so like I already hit 5 stars and I got my golden watering can DIY. So like there's no real reason to maintain 5 stars. The only thing you get for maintaining 5 stars is that more lily of the valleys will grow on your cliffs. And I'm like, I don't care about that. So I open my island up and host it. And it's just easier for me to leave all this stuff laying around. It does lower my island rating. I think last time I checked, I was a 4. Because having stuff just like laying out like this does count against you. But it's just easier for me to leave it laying out. My island is only open to subscribers right now. And it's kind of like a treasure island, but it doesn't cost you anything. You just can come over and take what you need. I just ask that like when it comes to the fruits and stuff, you just take like 1 stack of everything. Just because it leaves some for other people. Because there's stacks of 10, so it's more than enough to plant on your island. But yeah, that's about it. I'm going to have a big opening on Saturday, but I was having shooting stars tonight, so I thought it would be nice to let my subscribers... you're a subscriber? The link's in my Discord. So go to the Discord, and there's a TikTok subs channel. A subscriber is different than a follower as well. There we go. Want Gooseland oranges? Yeah, drop me some. Oh, well, hold on. Yay, here we go. What's not working? Have you played the campsite mobile game? It's not my favorite exchange, but I haven't. I hear Pocket Camp is fun. Yeah. The Discord link is working. It's in my bio. Oh, let me get those oranges. Thank you. Someone's on their way. I know. Look at all of us. So cute. I've been trying to buy like some of the special flooring from the Amiibos and put them out there for y'all. So I think there was like some Hello Kitty clothes and stuff too, because I know people like the Hello Kitty stuff. How long is too long? I don't want to hold anybody up. Just get, it's cool. Wish on your stars and get your, I don't think, there's no like line, but I think we max out at 8 people visiting. No, take what you want. Take what you want. Please take it home. I have plenty. I have all the things. I have a lot of stuff. I've been just like buying everything out of my Nook's Cranny every day. So they become available to, so like they're available to buy from your Nook shop, from the Nook purchasing thing on the ATM, not your Nook shop. So you can go in, you still have to pay bells for them. We're on the Discord, is this info. So there's a channel for the subs, and if you've just subscribed, like send me a message, and I'll have to add a role for you on the Discord. Hopefully they're not too much. No, and I can show y'all because I've got the little Nook shopping app on my phone. Oh, hold on. The code is for subscribers. No, I can't. Like you have to be a subscriber. At Shooting Stars, so I'll get fragments tomorrow. Yes, exactly. You'll get them on your island tomorrow. Because I have that pack of them, but I just keep the items for free. No, that would be cool if you did, but you can like repurchase them as many times as you want. So, but because you can only buy 5 things a day from the Nook shopping, you know. Okay, is this you? Are you Brawly? Yes, okay. What am I doing? I'm looking for here. I'm looking for members. There you go. Should be all set. Oh, I hear the stars again. There you go. I feel like I'm exploring Disneyland for the first time. You're funny. Okay, so the Nook shopping. Wish. So if you go to your special goods and you scroll over to the promotion, like this stuff will always be in here since after you scan the amiibos. So you do, so like some of it, like the bed's 5,000 bells, you know, some of the stuff's a little bit cheaper. But I think that's oh my God, the wand is 12,000 bells. Holy crap. I guess some of the stuff's a little more expensive than I thought. So, yeah, not too bad in general. And you can, again, purchase it as many times as you want. Yeah, you can wish on other people's islands, and then the star fragments will be on your island the next day. Oh, thank you to whoever dropped the bells. Bye. Have a good sleep well. No, they stay permanently. They stay permanently. Yeah. Use the amiibos to come to your island and the items to show up. So the Hello Kitty stuff and all that extra stuff is from a special pack of amiibo cards that are the Sanrio amiibo cards. So, let me get them. Let me slide over here and get my amiibos. I have a whole drawer full of amiibos. Okay. Sanrio. So, let's talk amiibos. This pack I got at, like, Target. It's a 6-pack of cards. These are the actual, like, Nintendo official Sanrio collab. And so, each one, it looks like a little truck, and they've got all the stuff in their truck. So, like, you can invite one camper to your campsite a day. So, you can invite Rilla, and then they'll be at your campsite. You don't have to interact with them at all. And the stuff will be in your Nook shopping from then on. And then you can scan the next one in the next day, and that stuff will add in. It won't replace or anything. So there's 6 of these cards. But another option is to do like unofficial amiibos, which are these teeny, teeny, tiny amiibos. This set I got on Amazon. These are mini amiibo cards. They do the same thing, but these are not Nintendo official or whatever. But they came, like, I'm talking like, I have all these amiibo cards, and those are all character cards. But this pack came with the little truck cards. So it's the same exact cards, but they came in this pack. How do I add you on Discord? Are you in the Discord? Another new sub, oh my gosh. What's your Discord name? Thank you guys for subscribing. Is stuck on the Mario theme? Just tell me what your Discord name is, because I think you already joined, and I can edit your... So if you're up here, you can scroll over with, like, the left and right, because the Mario is in the promotion part. Like, that's always going to be in here, too. My goodness. But how can I get the other ones? You have to get the amiibo cards, whether it's the official Sanrio collection ones or it's the mini amiibo cards. The pack that I ordered on Amazon is linked in my Amazon storefront. That includes the Sanrio amiibo cards. But you have to purchase those and scan them in like you do amiibos. Do a little bit of shopping to have more variety? Yeah. Here comes Winchester. Can you get them to move if your place is full? To get the amiibo characters to move on, you know, I don't know if you can ask them to live there. When you use amiibos and your island is full, you have to invite them 3 days in a row. It's like a whole process. I'm actually in the process of doing that with whoever this is. Sherry, I don't know, whatever this chick's name is. I pulled her randomly out of the amiibo pile. Yeah, Saturday I will open my island longer than today. Saturday I plan to do it for like a while. I always plan to do it for hours to try to let as many people come as I can. Today was just random. I don't know how to pronounce it. Sherry or cherry, I'm not sure. She is cute. She's got a little flower shirt on in here. She's sweet so far. She's going to replace Phoebe. I'm ready to get rid of Phoebe. Speaking of Phoebe, she was crafting. I wonder if she still is. My Discord is linked in my profile, so you should follow that there, and it'll take you straight to the Discord. Yeah, the pipes work. Ugh, I love Hogwarts Legacy. Yeah, she's still crafting. I'm telling you, man, getting that backbone was awesome because, like, I had a couple hours at the end of the day where I didn't have a patient. We just have to kind of sit around and wait in case there's add-ons. But, like, I went and played. Oh, was someone trying to come through the pipe, maybe? If they had good Amada stuff, I'd be tempted to get this game. Oh my goodness. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, man, that backbone is cool. There we go. I'm free. So you have to, like, join the Discord. Like, on mine, I have it set up so you have to read the rules and use a reaction emoji to accept that you've read the rules, and then it will assign a role to you and it will unlock all the rest of the channels. You're only going to be able to see like 3 channels when you first join, and you can choose multiple emojis to react. So, like, you don't have to do the pronoun picker, but you can if you want to. But there is a specific one, and it's listed in the rules kind of subtly, that you need to use to unlock all the channels from there. I don't even remember what I need. I'm just kind of like grabbing stuff. Usually I put an extra. I guess the stars have kind of slowed down a little bit. I haven't even been into Abel's yet today. I didn't know if there was anything good. It's full, so that means wait till Saturday. No, somebody needs to head on out, and then we can get somebody else in. That way we can let some more subs come. Oh, let me go over for a group photo. Yes. I didn't think as many people would be interested. Oh, how do I sit? That's cute. Are we ready? Oh, shit, I stood up. Let me see if I can figure this out. A little off center. Oh my god, I've done this before. There we go. Take photo. Bam! There we go. Love it. All right. If some of y'all don't mind, if you're done, head on out. And what's your username, Kendrick? And I will add you. I know, right? There's a bunch of us. One sec, I'm trying to make sure that Kendrick gets added on there. Bye, Marina. Kendrick, either post your username here so I know who you are in there, or message me on Discord. KenJ08. Okay, let me see. There we go. Found you. Okay. Sorry, one sec. Managing multiple of these is... There you go. So what are you confused about with the Discord? And I can try to answer that instead of giving just like vague answers. Everyone's lining up at the airport. Is there a place on Discord to read the rules for coming to your island? How do I join the game? So there's not like rules for coming to the island necessarily. I only need your Discord name if you're a subscriber on here. Mostly, I just ask that, like, you leave enough fruit for everybody. Like, don't go take all the pumpkins. They're all in stacks of 10. So, just be courteous of everybody else and just take one stack of everything you need. But feel free to, like, take anything that's left out. I don't know if the shooting stars are still happening. Of course, Mario. But mostly I was opening it up so people could, like, wish on the stars. But the dodo code is posted in the subscriber channel. We've got a little bit of a log jam, it seems. Someone's trying to go, someone's trying to leave. Yeah, we got a lot going on. So, like, when you join the Discord, it'll look like this. It'll take you to a welcome screen. And it's, like, if you just read it, it'll tell you everything you need to know. It'll say, read the rules, and then you can tap on where it says rules, and it'll take you to just the rules of the Discord. I take these very seriously. I manage my own Discord. I'll kick somebody out. I don't have a problem banning people. And then you need to use a specific reaction emoji at the bottom, and then it will unlock all these channels on the side here. Well, I'm bad at pointing. All these channels on the side here. Yeah, back to work tomorrow morning. What am I here to say? Proper farewell before I left. Well, thank you for coming. Yeah, and I'm technically on call tonight, so, when villager hunting, are there message bottles on those islands? There should be, if it's your first one of the day. Hope he gets some sleep at least. I will. I won't let this go on all night. The Discord is linked in my profile. Oh, thank you. Oh, there are still shooting stars happening. All three. All of the above. Thank you, Mario. You didn't have to do that. So the crazy thing about MRI is, like, I work at such a small facility, and it's got 2 ER rooms, and they are like the lowest level, like, trauma that you can be. And it's full. It won't let me join. People are leaving. Just have some patience here. 1 second. We'll get you on. Yeah, there goes somebody. So now you should be able to come on. The big hospitals, like, really don't do emergent MRIs unless it truly is an emergency. If you show up at our facility, we might give you one. So, yeah, that's the only problem with doing this, like, and having people come is, like, sometimes it gets a little jammed up, people trying to come and go. So, don't you got to get scheduled for MRIs in order to get cleared? So that's kind of funny. If it's an emergency, you don't need, like, insurance authorization and things like that. If you come in as an outpatient, depending on what insurance you have, yes, some do require authorization. It can take like a week to get authorization sometimes. Like, it's a whole ordeal. So there's also that. So, yeah. And I have done a few, like, emergent MRIs. So, yeah, transport some out for the firefighters. Yeah, so, like, it's not unheard of. It's not the most common, because MRIs are slow and they take longer to perform, and it's like, depending on what you're looking for, it's quicker just to throw somebody through a CAT scan. So when it has the pick the pronouns, which one do? You pick whichever pronouns you prefer, or you don't have to choose pronouns. You're not that the pronoun picker is not required. It's just offered as an option if you would like. And you can pick multiple pronouns as well if you use multiple pronouns. No, we specialize. Most of the emergent ones I do are spinal related. If I did like she, what does that mean exactly? That just means that if let me show you. If I can just show you my profile. So on your profile, this is mine, my Shank Sully. All it does is it just shows that I'm the HBIC, I'm a member, and my she, her. So, like, if somebody wanted to make sure they were using your correct pronouns when addressing you, they could look at your profile and say, like, oh, this person prefers he, him, or she, her, or whatever. Yeah. No, it's fine. It won't assign you anything other than the fact that, like, if you wanted to have conversations and you want people to get your preferred pronouns correct, because sometimes, like, you never know through the internet what people prefer. So I just have that as an option. But again, you don't have to choose anything if you're not comfortable doing so. Legit sat down and waited my turn at the airport. I know. See, and this is why I usually use Turnip Exchange. I just genuinely didn't think it would be this popular tonight. So, thank y'all for being patient. I thought it would just be a couple people. Don't get me wrong, I'm so glad to have y'all. Everything goes to CT nowadays. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Like, CT's fast, and you can get a lot of information from a very quick scan. So, it makes sense. Wouldn't let me. Yes, definitely a little jammed up here. Thank you for letting me come with lots of star fragments in the morning. Yes, y'all don't forget to check your beaches in the morning. Because your star fragments are only going to be there tomorrow. So did you also pick the correct other reaction emoji? Did you does it say all the other channels? Can you see them on the left side? New doctors just love their contrast exams, and it's very annoying. That's true. Thank you for the tiny dinies, Alexis. Yes, so now you have access to everything. So now you should see all the channels. You should have access to everything. You can kind of just flip through them. If you're looking for switch code friends, you can see, just go post your code in the switch code area. But that's about it. It's kind of like a chat room, and you can find a find a channel that you're interested in and join a conversation, start a conversation, whatever. Because it's more than just me that opens my island up, but people do it. I just said, hey guys in the group, there you go, cool. Yeah, that one's in the switch code one. So, oh, thank you so much, None. How do I join the island if I can tonight? You have to be a subscriber to join the island, like a TikTok subscriber, because they have their own special channel on here, and I posted the dodo code in the channel for them. Was the from I saw, yes. We had this new doctor, angio chest pelvis on an 11-year-old. Like, what are you looking for? Oh my god. For real. Like, at that point, I'm like, what are you looking for? I'm going to leave the island. No worries. I think it's a little emptier now, and I don't know that we have any more people. Are there any other subscribers that are waiting to come? No, I know Ken was waiting. My island is open to subscribers. And it'll be open again on Saturday. I just wanted to let the subs come and wish. Thank you for the gamepad. Saturday is the planned day, but we've subscribers here on TikTok. But there's a big planned opening on Saturday that y'all can try to get in on. I'll still have plenty of stuff. No worries. That's not the right color. There we go. 2 in 1 day. Yay. Oh, someone asked about what time the star fragments are going to show up, like after midnight. I don't know what time the star fragments will show up, honestly, because I don't ever stay up that late. I would love to have that answer for you, but I don't. I usually just play. Yeah, thank you, Colby. I do. I've got all the goodies. I got plenty to share. I've never run out of stuff when people have come. 5 a.m. is when the day changes. 7. Interesting. Yeah. I've never thought about that. Like when it's day, the next day here. Don't forget to be looking up and wishing. Those of y'all who were left on the island, get all your wishies in. It's true. That's usually the most popular question. Well, because now the other most popular question is up right now. Cherries. Look at Marshall just sulking back there. He tried to talk to me earlier and I ignored his ass. Okay. There we go. Oh, you haven't touched ACNAs in months. Oh. No worries. Your villagers will only be a little sassy about it when you return. The clothes are kind of like down the bridge from where you are. Yeah, go down the bridge in front of you. And there's clothes down there. You're a subscriber? The sub thing isn't showing next to your name. Yeah. And that's where it gets kind of confusing, is like subscriber versus follower. Now, since TikTok added subscriptions, you have to pay monthly to be a subscriber. It's just, yeah, I mean, it's an added benefit of like people who want to support the stream. But Saturday I'll be opening up to the general public. So if you want to wait and try on Saturday, if you can't subscribe, I totally understand. This is just a benefit. I try, because I know some people subscribe just to like support streamers, and that's awesome. I try to do things for my subscribers when I can. That's a little extra as like a thank you. So what time? It's posted in my Discord. It's okay. I've been back to my island over a year, but just definitely more than sassy. Yeah. Oops, sorry. I definitely did not mean to just like run into your face. Thanks for much help, at least for sure. And like, I know a lot about Animal Crossing and stuff, but there's a ton of knowledgeable players in there. So feel free to just like chat with folks in there, and everyone is pretty kind. I haven't had to kick anybody out in a long time. Oh. Yes, Colby, it is. You get the little badge next to your name. So it's $6.99. $6.99. I think it's $5.99 a month to subscribe. And you can do like 1 month, or you can have like auto renewal put on. So you can pick one or the other. Just pay for a month. 5 a.m. The fragment should appear at 5 a.m. Oh, perfect. And so, I mean, and just to be totally upfront about that, I see about $4 of, I think last time it was like $4.20 from each subscription goes to me, and the rest of it goes to TikTok. So I like to be upfront. I'll answer all y'all's questions. Let me see if I got any other clothes to get rid of. See if I got any duplicate stuff in here. Get rid of all these shorts. Santa pants. I've whittled my pants down to like... I have that hat in like every color. Crazy. I usually have duplicate shoes in here too, because I buy the same ones I like over and over. Actually, we're doing pretty good. Okay. Ooh, man. That's what I like to see. Some bare spots. Not a fan of the pants either. I live in a bathroom. You know, I've worn Alexa a lot more pants lately because sometimes I have to stand up when I stream. My character is very much also like how I would behave in real life, and like it's different now that my legs are more tattooed. But I'm not a big shorts wearer. I have to because it's like essential here in Texas. I don't like pants. I typically have none when I live alone. Yeah. All right, there you go. That's it. Hey. I know, no drinks tonight. They just got robbed on the spot. Nah, it's all good. Take that stuff. Online Shannon can pretend to have a drink. Because real Shannon can't right now. It's the problem with being on call so much, man. I have blood work in the morning and I'm eating cheesecake. I love that. Do you know how to get vines? I grabbed some from my Happy Homes card. No, you don't plant them. So the vines you can use to craft, or actually I might be able to show you. You can put them on your cliffs. No, I don't think I'm going to be able to get close enough. You can put them on your cliffs and climb up and down them in case you don't have like a ramp in a certain area, or if you don't want to carry your ladder around. But there's glowing moss and vine DIYs that you can use them for. No mistakes were made. Well, I mean, it just depends on the type of lab work you're having. If that cheesecake's going to make a difference or not, it's fine. And if nothing else, your labs are going to be honest. I don't even play, but I'm sick of this snow. I know I'm sick of the snow too. So sometimes if you go to a CBC, oh, well. Sometimes when you go to the mystery islands with the boat or the plane, it'll take you to like a glowing moss and vine island. We went to one today. It was super nice. And but they're also available, like if you have the Happy Homes Paradise DLC, they generate out there and you can pick them and take them with you back to your island. Can I visit? This is only open to, oh my gosh, a new subscriber. Only open to subs. Who just subscribed? My coworker who's a nurse told me nothing after 8 except water so that I can do, okay. Nothing after 12 except water. Me, yes. I'm from Scotland. What time is it? It is 8:41 p.m. Well, welcome, new subscriber. You can message me in Discord, and I'll get you all set up there. Where is it? What time is it in Scotland? It's got to be like early in the morning over there, right? Like 1 a.m. or something? Nearly 3 a.m. Oh, okay. With that sofa, I finished my studio house decor. I love that. Oh. Bless you. Oh, no. Angry face. Oh, dancing. Oh, do we have another Shannon here? Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead. Yeah. Thank you so much for sure. All the Shannons. Galeoli. Spelled Shannon. Yeah, that's how I spell mine. Oh, thank you for the gift, Brooklyn. The present. I just realized you have that sticker. I saw you because it's my fave. Yes. Ravioli, ravioli. Give me the galeoli. Those were so much fun to make. I need to make more. When do you close the island? Thank you, Star. It's okay. The Shannons are so annoying. When you're done, just head on out when you got what you want, and I'll close it up. I don't know if anyone else is waiting to come. Oh, there's a star. If you don't have online access, is there any way to get all the fruit and veg? I don't think so, honestly. How does it work? I saw a commercial for Tears of the Kingdom on YouTube. It looks the same but different. Oh. What could you still be missing, Mario? I thought you got everything. Minted a free 7-day trial for the online access. Oh, there you go. You can do a free 7-day trial. That's a good idea. I'm going to leave you the best thanks again. Hey, thank you for coming by. Thank you for subscribing. I'm glad I'm able to offer some benefit. My goodness, all the shooting stars. Man, I sold something on Mercari and they rated me super fast. What do you do when you see a shooting star? You wish on it. You can't have any tools in your hand, and you have to tilt your camera so you're looking at the sky, and you push A to make a wish. And then the next day, there will be star fragments on your beach that you can collect. The noise it makes when someone's on their way. It's like a long loading process when people come. Bye. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Now I know there was one more new sub. Was the second Switch worth it? I'm so mad when I put my town hall. It makes me want to start over. So I'd like to say I wouldn't buy a second Switch just to play a new Animal Crossing Island. It's technically my husband's Switch. I got it for him for his birthday last year. It's so worth it if you have the money. If you have the disposable income, like, go for it. Why not? Honestly. When do you unlock the wand feature to change outfits? I think if you get a wand DIY and you can make one, I think you can use it any time, but I don't really use the wands. How do you know if you did the Discord correctly? Let me see. Get boyfriend. Is your username the same in Discord as it is here? I don't see it on here. Let me look for you. Oh, there you are. Found you. Okay, okay. And then I'm going to go here, and then I'm going to say, bop, bop. Okay. Fixed it. It can be any wand. It doesn't have to be like a star wand, or it can be any wand, and you can set different outfits to it. Yeah. Thank you. Come on. If you scroll up a little bit, you should see the Discord, the code to come. Got a second Switch solely for Breath of the Wild. I didn't want to override my save data. It killed me a little to override my first game of Breath of the Wild, if I'm being totally honest. It did hurt my soul a little bit. I didn't see if somebody in chat answered this, so I'm sorry. I thought my door just opened. I'm sorry if they did, but so if you get a second profile on a single Switch, then it's just multiple users living on the same island. The only way you can have two islands is if you have two Switches, unfortunately. So I have a second island, but it's on my husband's Switch. And so sometimes I stream that and play on his. I mean, it's my island, let's be real. But I play there. Is Breath of the Wild the same way you had to erase your first file? Mm-hmm. And then my second file. And I'll eventually erase my third file. Your big fish is a sea bass? I know, and you're like, ugh, thanks. I haven't looked in here today. I don't know how much money I have. Oh, plenty. Okay. Yeah. It's the most metal of all fish. I remember when you were brand new and you hesitated streaming Animal Crossing. I really did. I didn't think anybody would watch. And I was wrong. How do you stream Switch on TikTok? So I applied for a stream key. I think I was looking, and I got my stream key in like September of last year through a company that TikTok has paired with to do this kind of thing called Carter Pulse. And Oh, that is a hat. And, excuse me, I applied, I was approved, and so I have a whole setup. I actually just did a kind of behind the scenes video of kind of the physical setup I have. Not so much into like the digital aspect of it all. But there's also a whole channel for like streaming how-to in my Discord. If you have questions, I'd be happy to answer in more detail. It's kind of hard with like such short typing areas on here. I want to start streaming. Advice, what do you need to buy something to screen share? A capture card is your best friend. They are not cheap if you want to get a decent one. And make sure you buy the dang right one, because I'm a Mac user and it was a whole ordeal. I've bought 2 capture cards and the first one's just like sitting over here gathering dust. So helpful and amazing. I appreciate you so much. I don't like gatekeeping. I'm not going to do it. So if you get something from a friend's island, does it show up in Nook Shopping? Yeah, it should. That's kind of the cataloging somebody was talking about earlier. So I think, and y'all please correct me if I'm wrong, but if you go and you just pick these items up, and even if you don't take them home, but you drop them back, they should show up in your Nook Shopping because you've like interacted with them and you can purchase them later. Love your behind the scenes video. Thank you. I'm also a Mac user. Then be careful if you have a new Mac, because that M1 silicone chip will screw you. So it's a whole thing. That's Love is Blind. Did you find the code? Yeah, that was a fun video to make. Use Mirror Box, not too pricey. I've been making all my content. Okay. Yeah, I sprung for kind of a bougie one right off the bat. Because I was able to, if I just want to be honest. I had some extra cash. I did a lot of research. And I was like, if I buy something, I want to get something that's quality, that's going to last me, that I won't have to replace. I did, but my Switch is being weird. Okay, take your time. I just want to make sure you were still, like, you were okay. So I use an Elgato capture card. This is my old one, but this is it. Elgato. I like their stuff. It's not cheap. But essentially, your TV and your console meet up in this box, and then it goes to your computer, and then you can stream it out to the world. So, Storage Shed just changed my life. Yes! Storage Shed. All right, here we go. How often do you go live? I do Animal Crossing like every weekday morning, pretty much every weekday morning, with a few exceptions. And I try to stream regularly in the evening as well, but I also like am an adult with some responsibilities. And I have a husband I like spending time with too. So OBS is free. That is the software I am using to stream currently, and CapCut is also excellent for video editing. It's also free. It sounds really complicated. Yes and no. Like, I didn't know jack about this until last year. And like the whole reason I got into streaming was because I had surgery like mid-January last year, and I was forced to stay at home and recover and not allowed to like do or lift anything. And I was like, well, I'm gonna play a bunch of video games. And I had really enjoyed watching streamers and was like, I wonder what it would take to do this. And so I had the time on my hands, and I read a bunch online and like figured out how to do it. And it's definitely been like trial and error for sure. And it is an investment in yourself because originally I was streaming on Twitch and just like when I finally was able to stream on TikTok, I was just like pointing my phone at my television. Then applying for the stream key, then doing all that. Like, it was a process. Proximity is the thing to work on the caption. Man, I had to rearrange this entire room I'm sitting in to make it work better for me. It used to be me like stringing cables across to my television and stuff, and I couldn't walk by. It was not safe. So we rearranged this entire room so I can have my capture card over here now. And like y'all saw in the video that I made, the kind of behind the scenes video, like I make sure that each of my consoles has their own HDMI cable that reaches my capture card. So it's also buying a crap ton of HDMI cables and like buying converters, because the GameCube and the SNES and the Nintendo 64 don't have HDMI ports, because that was before their HDMI existed. And like, it's a lot. So, but it's interesting and it's fun and I like doing it. So streaming on Twitch has created so much content to work with, and it lets you, yes, streaming on Twitch is nice because like it makes it super easy to just export videos to your YouTube. You can edit them, work with them, like that kind of stuff. Like, Twitch is a really good place to start, and there's no minimum viewer, like followers you have to stream on Twitch. Like, anybody can stream on Twitch. Look at Stinky chase that bug. A precious angel baby. Anyway, I kind of rambled on. Sorry. Yeah, I found some good converters and bought them. Another thing that wasn't super cheap. Nothing's cheap about this hobby. But I used to do a lot of crafting, and so I sold all my crafting stuff and just put it all into streaming. I might not know about excited about that. It's okay. I know for a fact the snow will be gone on the 25th, because that's where I time jumped to on my last island. I don't know if the 24th is the last day of snow and the 25th is the first day of grass, or vice versa. Oh, my internet just popped out. Hold on. There we go. But yeah, I know the 25th for sure is going to be a day of green again. I was just letting my subscribers come and visit, but I'm going to let this person be my last subscriber that comes tonight. Just because I do need to get to sleep. It's 9 o'clock here where I am. And I'm technically on call for work, so I do want to try to get some sleep in case they call me in. Hoping the snow would have been gone yesterday. I know. Soon. So don't feel rushed. Love is blind. Please take your time. Look at everything. Grab what you want. Wish on some stars. All that good stuff. I need to put some more pears out. Pears and peaches. Pears and peaches. Peaches. Oh, I'm sorry. Peaches and pears. God, I can't believe Festival was just yesterday. That bird was so annoying. Peaches and pears. Where are they? There we go. Yeah, this crunch of the snow like haunts my dreams. I'm over it. Yes, that storage shed will save you from having to use the drop box. Hopefully. I'm not the only one who's annoyed with that bird. No, I cashed in like 4 things, and I was like, I cannot watch you dance one more time. And then I did not speak to that bird again. Some of the fossils got taken. That's nice. For park fencing? What is park fencing? Yes, I do. Is that one that you can buy from the ATM? I don't even know what else is left out here. I didn't really know what was out here to begin with. Yeah, I'll craft for you if you get to come Saturday and bring supplies. I'll craft for you. Just remind me on Saturday before you come. Because I will not remember between now and then. Tomorrow the first 30K money tree will be ready for harvest. Nice. It was at one time and I didn't get it. Oh, okay. I see. So right now, this is it. This is going to be our last visitor for the night, but it was a subscribers only visit. I have shooting stars, and I thought it would be nice to let my subscribers come and make some wishes and kind of pick over my stuff. But I am opening on Saturday. If you have Discord or are familiar with Discord or don't know what Discord is at all, there's a link in my profile to my Discord. You're welcome. And there's a bunch of people there who've shared their Switch codes, and you can share yours there as well if you'd like, and make some friends and add some friends that way. And my Switch code is posted there, and then kind of find a little community there of Animal Crossing players. And there's a place for people to open their islands up as well. One of the other Discord members was opening their island up tonight and had some visitors, and so that was quick. Did you get everything you wanted? Did you wish on your stars and stuff? Okay. But like Discord's my big social media for streaming. It's just an easy place for me to kind of keep everything centralized. Yeah, that's about it. I got everything I wanted. Thank you so much. Okay, good. You came and went so quick. I just want to make sure. Trying for the rare fish, but I see a sea bass. Yeah, the rare fish are going to take some hunting. Some frustration. So I think that was everybody. Yep. I've been playing this island for 3 years. I have never restarted. Thank you for the bells. So subs, you'll still get first dibs on the island on Saturday when I open it up again. I did post in the announcements today a little information about that. So go check out the Discord if you want information specifics like time That's only going to be posted there. And yeah, subs will get first dibs again. And then people in the Discord will get second dibs at getting in line to come. It's going to be a little more organized. I genuinely didn't think that many people would come, so I'm glad y'all did. I always like having people come and take my stuff because I have a lot I like to share. Someday my island will be a kingdom. Your contribution to the Royal Scribes, yes. I will be streaming on TikTok while I'm open. So, let me save and then we'll... So here's typically how I do it. And I find that this works best for me. There's a website called Turnip Exchange, turnip.exchange. There's a video about it pinned at the top of my TikTok. And I also have an Animal Crossing like tips playlist. It's in there too, along with a bunch of really good videos that I've made. Of course, y'all know I love having you come visit. So I won't go live until I've let the subs and the Discord people get in line. So it's going to be kind of like I did it tonight, where I let the subs know ahead of time. Like, hey, I'm going to open my island up for y'all tonight. Here's roughly about the time I'm going to do it. So they could kind of prepare themselves. And then post it in there when I was open, all that stuff. So I'll do the same thing. Then once they've had some time to line up, I usually wait about 10 minutes. I'll post the link to get in line to the main Discord and let the Discord people line up. Then I'll go live and people will already be coming to the island as I go live. Excuse me. And then I ate a bunch of ice cream before I did this. Then it'll kind of be like the chat was tonight when people will start watching and go, oh my God, how I visit your island. So I highly recommend familiarizing yourself with that website before Saturday. Because if you're not in the Discord, you're going to have to go to the website. You're going to have to find my island. You're going to have to figure out how to get in line. Like, it can be kind of frustrating. And then, like, I cap the line. So there's a maximum amount of people who can be in there. And I'll lock it down because I'm telling y'all, like, you have to wait to get the dodo code to come to the island. It's the fairest way I can do it. It's the best way I can do it without crashing the island. Because as we saw tonight, when the island is full and people come and go, like, it's kind of a mess. So I usually allow 4 people on the island at a time. I usually cap the line at 35, try to get through some people. Then sometimes I'll open the line up again to let more people get in line, that kind of thing. But I'm talking like this stream is like 4 and 5 hours long for me. So it makes for a long night. Bye, Colby. Have a good night. It was a pleasure to visit. I'm always at work when you do the visit, so very much appreciate it. Of course. Of course. Yeah. And so that's kind of how it goes. And yeah, it can get hectic, and I try to keep it fair while at the same time, like, trying to have a little benefit for my subscribers because I think it's nice that they support me, and so I like to do things for them. And so if I can, and that's just like one little thing I can do. And then if you have any, like, but it's going to kind of go like this. But go check out the pinned video about the Turnip Exchange site. The Turnip Exchange website is free. Like, a lot of people think you have to pay for it because, like, the first thing at the top of the page is like this big Patreon ad. It's free to use, but go check it out. It's good to know. Kind of go play around with it. That's the big website. It's not as popular as it used to be for selling turnips, but like back in 2020. That was the website I went to when I made like my first millions of bells. I was doing nothing but selling turnips. So, and I was using that website to do so. But that's about it. So those of y'all who came and wished, check your beach for star fragments tomorrow. Don't forget. And that's about it. I'm going to go and hopefully sleep through the night. Fingers crossed. But other than that, we'll do our usual Animal Crossing stream in the morning. I'll let her sleep. Thanks, bye. Take care. Yes. And we'll be back on our regularly scheduled Animal Crossing tomorrow morning. And that's about it. I can't believe it's only Tuesday. What a long week this is going to be. Have a good night, Alexis. Good night, everybody.